I'm leaving my stealth side for the night. Anyway, this is not the trail. This is just a little bit of a trail to get back to the site. Last night and this morning it was quite windy. When I set up my tent last night, it was not windy at all. But I used some rocks on the back corners of my tent because they were already there. Where the front stake went in really hard, like I had to step on it to get it in. So I didn't put a rock on it. And the wind picked up overnight and my tent collapsed on me. So I got up and just put it back in and put a rock on it. It was fine. But somewhere in that process, I lost my bandana. Last night the sky was really bright, the moon was bright, so I put my bandana over my eyes. And sorry, there might be campers up here, so I'm trying to be quiet. And I don't know, just can't find my bandana. Maybe it blew off of my head and I didn't notice, or fell on the ground and blew away. So I kind of looked in the brush around me and didn't see it. So I'm gonna have to use my half of a neck gaiter as a bandana until I can get another one. Okay, back on trail. 6:30. Temperature says 48. I mean, it doesn't feel super cold, but man, that wind is cold. Oh, and there's my view this morning. Wow. You can see a tent from last night. I'm only a few minutes in, but I forgot to mention my shoulders are still sore, but my legs feel fine this morning, so that's nice. First check back when I have to start going uphill. I found this semi-flat spot. Oh, there's my tent. I was like, oh, this would be a good place to try to dig a cattle. So I started climbing up that way. And then I see some tents, and I'm like, oh, so much for that. Morning. It's a beautiful one. Alright, it's 7:52. It's already getting warm and I'm starting to climb uphill. So I stopped and took my jackets off and I put my EcoFlow power hat on. Yesterday my battery got down in the 30% on my phone because I'd been listening to an audiobook. And I did fully charge my phone with my little battery that attaches to my solar panel. I did not charge the Garmin because I didn't have enough time before I went to bed to do that, to do both. And I sleep with my electronics while it's cold, and I don't want my Garmin being plugged in while I'm sleeping. I don't want to pull a cord and break something. Anyway, it's getting sunny now, so I'm gonna charge my battery. I know I keep recording the same stuff, but come on, views like this, it's hard not to. Oh, over there you can see the trail I came from. Turned another corner, got another view. Turned a corner, got a new view. There might be snow on that mountain. You can see a hiker way in the distance. There he is. Or she. He was a guy because I got passed by a guy earlier. Here's my view. I had cell phone service back there, so I was able to text my husband and tell him good morning, which is my favorite part of the day. It is gorgeous out here.
Because then I think they can have the ability. I saw some of them, they store them in trucks in some locations, and they can put them by date.
I got water back there. I didn't record because there was a bunch of people. But the water spigot shoots out water. Like, it's crazy. I'm talking 20 feet. It's nuts. So you can just turn it just a tad to get some water to come out. Beautiful morning. And there's the trail. Alright, 10:30. I had a steep descent from that water source. And now this steep uphill that I just saw some bikers on. And my thermometer says 69, but the sun is getting really intense. I've got my hat and sun gloves on. I have sunscreen a little bit. Longest 0.3 mile road walk ever. So, back on the PCT. There's a trail I came from. And up there might be part of the trail too. Could be. And that's where we're going. So there's the trail. Way up there, see people hiking. And the trail continues on that way. Make another turn, get a new view. There's the trail. Somewhere back there. So cool. New view. As soon as I turned that corner, the wind picked up and whew, my hat has a gin strap, thank goodness. I would have lost it. Turned another corner. Look at this view. It is almost noon. Found this nice shady spot, so I think this is going to be my lunch spot. And there's my view. I came from that way. Since I stopped, I have my phone plugged into my little battery instead of the solar panel. So this is lunch. These are Funyun crumbs, walking tamale, and Lucky Charms, and probably a bite of cheese. Came from that way. Water cache. Trail goes that way. Alright. A lot of people on trail today. Had lunch. I didn't eat the Lucky Charms because I was kind of full. They're just my protein powder, so for the afternoon I made some more carnation breakfast essentials with coffee. And then I'll drink some more protein powder after that. That was the last water source for the day. I'll be dry camping. So I've got potato soup cold soaking for the night and a bunch of heavy water. It's hot. Well, it's sunny. The sun is intense. It's 76 degrees. The trail is really steep here, and that sand is really slippery. It's a little sketchy. It's hot. Found a shady spot to sit. Ugh. Okay, 2:24. Break is over. That's where I was chilling at. Got a climb ahead of me, and then I'm gonna find a place to camp. It's awful early, but the next tent site is in 8 miles, and the water sources through here suck. Somewhere down there is a highway to Julian, but I'm not gonna go into Julian. Hopefully there's water down there though. So tonight's a dry camp somewhere in the valley. I'm hoping to find a campsite. It's really warm today. It's sunny actually. Let's see. 83 degrees. The sun is pretty intense. I've been listening to an audiobook to kind of, I don't know, make the time go by a little faster, distract me from it. What else? I don't know how many miles I've hiked. I'll check later. But I think I have a plan. The next camp is honestly probably up that right there. And it's 8 miles past the one I'm going to stay at. And I don't think I've got 8 more miles in me today. So tonight, camp down there. Tomorrow, get wherever I can. The day after that, maybe do a Nero into a place called Warner Springs Community Center. They have showers, bucket laundry, snacks, but there's no overnight camping. So I'd have to hike in, hike out that day. So at the moment, I think that's my plan. Because I'm on 6 days without a shower. My last shower being April 1st, early afternoon before I got on the plane. And laundry, obviously. Even if it's bucket laundry, I'll take it. Look at this expansive view. Okay, I'll check in when we get to camp. Alright, trail's over there. I think I found my campsite for the night. It's 4:23. I wonder if that's the town of Julian in the distance. I'm 1.7 miles from the road that goes there. But like I said, the next campsite's too far away. So this is going to be home. Here's camp for the night. It's quite windy, so I put some rocks around. Here's my view. Just wondering if that's Julian. Sun is setting over there. I believe that's what I climbed down to get here. Alright, I'm gonna say goodnight. I have decent cell phone service here, so I'm gonna try to get some editing and stuff done. Good night, everyone. Alright, a couple more things before bed. Potato soup for dinner. And I found my bandana. It was hiding inside of my quilt. And I'm already in my quilt because it's cold. Alright, good night, everyone.